Right, let's look at Manchester United. They beat Sunderland 2-0 at Old Trafford. Manchester United have hit the lofty heights of 9th in the Premier League table. You must have vertigo. You must be dizzy.
Welcome to the top half, mate. Welcome to the top
table. Look, it was a good. Well, I say a good performance. Like let's give Manchester United credit because they don't usually get it. Sunderland have been pretty good since they've come back up. So you must be happy, Nick.
Yeah, it was the first time in a long time that I've watched a Man United game not stressed. I said it to Robbie when he was here. Like, the second half, we were already 2-0 up, and it never really felt like Sunderland were ever going to get back in the game. Sen Lamons, who had his debut, and I was saying before the show, like, everything he was doing was getting cheered on. They were singing, "Oh, you Schmeichel, oh, you Schmeichel, oh, you Schmeichel in the skies," all that. So
that's how long you've needed to have just a stable keeper.
Yes, like he came out to claim a cross, a very standard cross, and there was a massive cheer from the crowd because obviously we've had Bayern and Anana before that. So it was nice to see a keeper come in and actually just look normal. Do you know what I mean by that? Like Anana, even in games where he pulls off a save, he looks so odd doing it, where it's like, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, okay, it's all right. He pulled off the save. But he just looks odd.
Yeah, I know.
So Le Mans, he looks, like a decent enough keeper. With the ball at his feet, he was really good as well. So positives on that front, and hopefully he can continue that form. Sesko, I thought I have to give out a shout out to Sesko. That's now 2 goals in 2 games. And beyond the goals, he's dropping in and almost like acting like a backboard for us and just linking up the play, spreading it out to Ahmad or Mbomo, which we never had with Rasmus Højlund. Rasmus Højlund was infamous for wrestling centre-backs and losing out time and time again, which I don't think was his fault. You have to play in front of him, not to his feet. But either way, Sesko, you can do that with Sesko. There was one little moment where Sesko, it looks like he got it caught in his feet and then he's just sort of kept the centre-back off him, turned him and just put Mbomo through, and it was just such a nice little intricate bit of play. Reminds me of Giroud a little bit in that sense, in terms of just being able to, I know a big comparison early on, right? Fairs. But in terms of just that ability to receive the ball and just turn and get your wingers running. It was really good for Ahmad. It was really good for Mbomo. So really good to see him starting to play well. Ahmad had probably his best game of the season so far. Is
this United's best game of the season so far? Over a full 90 minutes.
Yes, 100%. Because even the wins that we had, Burnley was messy. We needed a last-minute penalty to win it. Chelsea, there was the red card, and the second half was awful. Yeah. I have to say, I do wish we created a little bit more in the second half. You know what it was in the second half, right? There were so many moments where we were through on goal and we're one pass off there being a chance. Yeah. But it's just that last pass has always been off. Like there was one where Mbomo was running through on goal, and Mbomo I think has been really good, so credit to him. But
Mason Mount was good, I thought.
Mason Mount was really good as well. Actually, that's a fair point. He was good as well, and I feel like there was a bit of a drop off when he came off, because what he's really good at playing in that 10 is dropping into that midfield, giving us an extra body in midfield and helping us get the ball from defence into attack. He does that really well. Cunha can do it as well. So whoever plays that left 10 generally drops in quite a lot into midfield to sort of help Bruno, help Casemiro. And Mount just did that a little bit better than Cunha today.
Yeah. But when I saw the lineup come out and I saw Mount starting over Cunha, I was thinking, really? I like Cunha as a player. Yeah. He hasn't really done it yet.
He's quite a fan of Mount. When he's been fit, he's utilised him quite a bit.
Scored a lovely goal. That technique on that.
Brilliant goal.
That volley with the kind of inside of his foot. Lovely finish.
Brilliant goal. And that's the kind of stuff we used to see from him at Chelsea. Because he's never been, he's never been super creative. He's not really been a creative passer. He's not that quick. He doesn't take men on. But what he does have is a level of technical ability which has always been really sound. Yeah. And that's what that finish shows. The touch was good. The finish was good. So yeah, good from Mount as well. Yeah. Happy.
And that is, we start again with the Manchester United. Will they win back-to-back games? Now you have the international break. So look, you can go into it on a high. Like you've got the back-to-back games do not come often for you. So enjoy every win while you can.
And you know what, Nick? Your next game is Liverpool
at Anfield.
All right, I need you to lock in right now.
Look, you do.
Right? Don't tell me.
Lock in. Hold on. Let me.
Go on.
Lock in. All right, Liverpool have lost 3 games in a row.
I know.
Yeah, they've just been beaten by a depleted Chelsea.
I know.
All right, if United want to be back, if they want to prove themselves, if Ruben Amorim wants to prove that it's not the system, right, and all it needs is a little bit of tinkering and it needs to click, go and do it. Go and beat Liverpool at Anfield. Prove that Amorim is the guy. Prove that Sesko is better than Gyökeres. Just even if you get a draw, man, just please.
That's a lot.
Something.
There's a lot of hype you're giving to a guy who doesn't believe Amorim will turn this around. The thing is, right?
I need you to. You
the
must.
The worst part is that Amorim has actually done okay against the big sides. I mean, against Man City, Etihad, it was really, really poor. But last season, beat Arsenal in the FA Cup. Went to Anfield last season, got a 2-2 draw, and we were ahead at some point, and we looked really good.
Yeah.
So maybe we go there, get a draw. Maybe we don't win.
But that's what I'm saying. If you can go there last season when Liverpool were at their best, look at the form they're in now after an international break.
I know.
Go and do damage, man. I need you to do something.
But things that make sense in football don't make sense at Man United. So, but it doesn't change my overall reflection of what's going on. The gaffer, can he turn around? I don't think so. But for your sake and for our sake, hopefully we get something out of Anfield. But at least we go into the international break on a win, on a bit of an high.
On a bit of a high. Yeah. All right, let's look ahead for the last 5 minutes of the show to tomorrow, because we've got a very, very full Sunday. It was just a few games today. But tomorrow we've got Aston Villa against Burnley, 2 o'clock. Everton Palace, 2 o'clock. Newcastle Forest, 2 o'clock. Wolves Brighton, 2 o'clock, and then the 4:30 is Brentford. They face Manchester City at the G-Tech. So, Villa, should we get a score prediction for what you guys think about the Villa game? They are at home. They seem to have turned a little bit of a corner as well.
It's impressive. Impressive result last week.
Yeah.
Impressive, very impressive.
A little bit. They should really be beating Burnley at home.
They should.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they will. I'll go 2-0 Villa.
I'll go 2-1 Villa.
I think I'll agree with 2-1.
2-1.
I can never remember what I say on Thursday's show, but I'll go with a 3-1 Villa win. All right, let's do that. Everton, they've got Crystal Palace. They're on obviously such a great run at the moment. Everton again looking pretty good this season as well. This is a nice game to watch.
Yes.
Yeah.
For a neutral.
Agreed. I'm gonna go for a 2-2 on this one. Actually, I think it'll be a good game.
Wow.
I think Ndiaye and Grealish, especially with Palace's wing backs who bomb forward. Yeah. Maybe Ndiaye and Grealish can have a bit of joy there. So I'll go 2-2.
Okay, let's just talk about the Newcastle and Forest game for a little bit, because Newcastle again haven't had the best start to the season in terms of actually winning. But
Newcastle, listen, man, I think they've actually been really unfortunate because of the start they had with Isak and everything, and not having a striker. I think they will grow into the season. I really like the look of Voltemada. I think you need to see certain players really pick up their performances. Alanga, I think I need to see get more game time as well, because he's really grown into it. And I think they'll get the job done. But it does seem like one of those games where Big Ange will just pull it out. Because whenever you think these managers are on the brink... I mean, how many times did he have it at Spurs? You thought this guy's about to get sacked, and then a little result would come out of the woodwork, and he'd keep his job.
I didn't really ever think he was going to get sacked